All right, for this week's assignments, you're going to be doing a Google Slides presentation. So once you get into your email here, if you go up to the Google Apps and then go to Slides, you're always going to start off with a blank presentation for me. So when you start off with the blank one, you're going to have a place to add a title. The content's going to be up to you on what you do it on. Well, I'm just going to pick frogs for no particular reason, and then put in my name here. And then that's basically your slide one. So slide one is done. You need 9 more slides to come after this. Every slide you do after the first one is going to be a title in 2 columns. Can't emphasize that enough. So all 9 other slides that are here, you have a title with 2 columns. So the next one, we'll talk about the history of frogs. And then for your research, you can either open up another tab and do some research on frogs, or you can go up to the tools menu here and do an explore. And then under there, just type in there and just type in frogs. And then you'll come up with a whole bunch of information about it. Now, if you find one that you like, and let's say you went to the learn more on Google here, no, it's just going to open up another tab for you automatically. When you do this, you can go through and do your research. The only thing I'd make sure you do not do is don't just go through and copy and paste. Okay, that will get you a big fat 0. So paraphrase what you have found in your research. And in this case, it looks like frogs date back 265 million years. That's a long time ago. So I would put in here, frogs date back 256 million years ago. And that's the first of 3 sentences. So there's going to need to be 3 sentences here. We're just going to pretend I typed all 3. And then I need to have a picture. So in order to get my picture, I still have this Explore window open here. I just can click on Images. And then we'll just go with this one because this frog was kind of funny. So I'm going to drag it over here. And it will drop it on there. And I need to resize it a bit because it's not exactly fitting on my slide. And then I also have this text box that's kind of in the way too. So notice when I put my mouse right here and I tap it, I've got the text box now. I'm going to hit the delete key to get rid of that. And then now I can be able to take my frog here and make it a more appropriate size for my slide. So I try not to go off of the slide. Make sure it all stays all nice and centered. So there we go. That's 2 slides. Now when I do my next slide, can you guess? That's right. I'm going to go up to this arrow pointing down here. Title in 2 columns. This will be my 3rd slide. Once you finish all 10 slides, you're going to want to pick a theme. So when I go to theme, you can take a look and see and try to find something kind of green. We'll go with Beach Day. When I've picked this, notice the title has changed, the font has changed, a little bit of the, it looks kind of like a silly font that they have there, which is fine. But you're going to need to have some kind of a theme. The very last thing you should do is give this a name. Right now, it's an untitled presentation. Google Slides is pretty smart, though. When you click inside this box, it's going to figure out that frogs was the thing that showed up on the title, and that's what it titles the presentation. So when you're done with this, do not share it. Once you're done with it, just close out of it, take yourselves back to Schoology, and then there'll be a place for you to submit. I'm in teacher mode, so you're not going to see mine, but there'll be a place for you to submit. Submit this activity to me, and I will give you points for it. So should be pretty easy. Let me know if you got any questions.